as you can see, we're going to be doing a very simple task today. We're going to be designing something very simple, but the lessons are how to use variables in CSS and how to use media also in CSS to be able to create a mobile responsive website. Making, writing your codes to make the website mobile responsive by yourself. And then this is just a simple content that I've placed in my HTML, and I'm going to just be creating a CSS file to quickly style this. As you can see, you can pause the video to quickly take all these down. All right, go to my CSS, and I have this. I'm going to be starting by creating my variables. That's what I'm going to be starting with. I'm going to be starting by creating my variables, which I'm going to be using. So I'll be creating a variable for a background color, and for the hero, and also a main color. So let me just call it primary color and secondary color. It can be any name. It depends. It's a variable, so it can be any name. Whatever name you give to it, it's what it's going to be, and that's what you're going to be using. So I'm going to be saying shift by starting. So let me just do this root, right? I'm going to say primary color. Let me just declare the variable as primary color. So, and then it has to start with this double dash. You understand? That's it. I have a color that I want to use here. So let me just say hashtag D0953C. Okay. Then I have secondary color as a dark kind of shift 2B, and that is it. Okay, so let's say these are just the two colors. If I want to declare a font as well, I can decide to declare a font. So it is whatever I want that time. So now let's begin. The first thing I want to do is to clear all the margins and the paddings on my document. I will just come this way, say all, then I'll say margin should be 0, and padding should be 0. And I save. You can see the result there. All the margins and paddings are cleared. All right, so let me begin by styling my euro. This is the first thing I have here to style euro. You can see I have euro, so I'll be saying .euro. I'll be styling the h1 and the span, but let me just say euro so that I can place all the items at the center, just like what we need to do. So I'll say .euro, I'll say text align to center, and then I would also say, let me give you the height. So let me save it. You can see, so to make, because I need to give an height, so that I can have much space, for it to stay. So this other guys, the first card box and the rest will come downwards, will go downwards rather. So I say height is what, 60 VH, and then if I save that, you can see, then I need to align the items to the center of this particular height, this sample website and the contents. I need them to be at the center. So I would say align items, right? Or this case is going to be align content, because I'm not using flex, so it's going to be align content to center, and you can see right there. So let me give you the background color right now. Background color of what? Of my variable. So I'm going to be using variable var keyword, and the bracket, inside the bracket I'm going to just declare the primary color, or let me use the secondary color, which is this dark one, as the background color, as you can see. And that's right there. And for the color, I want to use what? I want to use the primary color. So I'll be saying variable let's say primary color, and that is it. But I want to make this one a little bit darker, so yes, can be more sharp. All right, and that is it. Very simple, very simple. The next thing I want to do now is to style this H1, make it bigger, so I can say dot hero because it's an H1. So H1, I say font size is what, let's say 52 pixels, and that is it. Now bigger, and also I think I can leave the rest like that. So the next thing I want to do, the next thing to do now is to let's begin to style the main. This guy is under the main. So to begin to style the main, mean the left card and the right card, I need to place them side by side. You know that I'm going to be doing flex to place the left and the right card side by side. So I'm just going to say main right, then I say display what flex, then I say justify content. You can see there. So to put them at the center, I will just say justify content to what, to space around. Why do I need to use space around? Because I want them to have equal space all around, you know, the same space here, space here. All right, so, and it's going to give them that gap. That is I'm using space around. And also I want to give them height. Let me give an height to it, so that because if I say I want to align items to center, now that I'm using flex, that's the difference. Here I'm using flex, so I can use align items to center, but here I wasn't using flex, so I can only do align content to center. I hope you understand that. So I would give it an height of what, let's say 30 VH, and that is it. All right, so let's give it a background color so we can see where it's getting to, where this 30 VH gets to, because it's not getting to the head. Actually, it's getting to somewhere around there. So let's say background color. I don't have it defined, but let me just pick a background color. Let's say this, and you can see the result of that background color. Now I want to make it a little bit closer to this place, and then probably somewhat a lighter. Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to style each divisions in the main. So each divisions in the main, these are the first card, the second card, they are both divs. So since I'm using the same styling for both of them, I don't have to style them differently. I don't have to say main dot left card or main dot right card. It doesn't make sense. So I will just do main div. So meaning the divisions, the two major divisions inside the main division. All right. So I will say for these guys, I want to give them a text align to center. I need to align them to center. Yes. Then I also need to I'll say background color, give them a background color of white, and also and that's it, a padding. Let's say padding of what, of 30, let me just say 35 pixels across board, and that's fine enough. All right, so this is just what we have, and the major work we want to do now is to make sure we are able to have a very nice mobile view, mobile responsiveness for this. We need it to be mobile responsive. If I right click and click on inspect, I can see how to check my mobile view now. Right, this is it. So if I click this place, you can see that's how to switch between the desktop and the mobile view, and you can see what I have. It's a little bit not looking too nice because this is still side by side. On the mobile view, on the mobile response, on the mobile view rather, I need this guy not to be row. I need the flex to now be column, to become column instead of row. It means it should be top bottom, not left right now. All right, so I'm going to do that. So you can check different phones. There are different kind of phones. This is the width and this is the height. So I can use the width to actually do the styling. I can also decide to use the height to do the styling, but usually we use the width to do the styling. So I'm just going to declare either maximum width or minimum width, but I'm going to be using maximum width in this course. All right, so if you see check some of these things we have. I have 390. The guys I want to change to columns, I'm going to be checking their width. I think this one too, 412. This is 912. This one is fine. That's fine. I don't have to change that. This is 412. Okay, I need to change that. This is 540. You can see now I need to go above 412. I have 540, so I can use something like probably 700. This is 853 is fine. This one too needs to go 344. It needs to go top bottom. It needs to go to column, and this one also needs to go to column. So all the guys that needs to go to column, I'm just going to work on them and make sure they are in column. All right, so I'm going to be using 700. Let's take an example of 700. I will say at media, and I say I'm giving a maximum width of what, of 700 pixels, right? Maximum width of 700 pixels, and then I will just say, okay, let the main, the display should be what, should be flex, fine, but the flex direction should change to what, to column, and I believe you understand. So you can see that it has changed right now, right? It has changed. So every screen that is below 700 pixel of width would have this styling of column flex. All right, and so let's make it a little bit nicer by giving this width, by giving these divisions a particular width, because one is bigger than the other. So I'll just say main div, then I say the width should be what, should be 300 pixels, and then I say so let me work on the padding as well. Just yes, padding of 30 pixel, and let's say 30 pixels top bottom, and you know what, 35 pixels left right, and I'm cool. You can see that's how you can make adjustments. You can make adjustments to these guys, and you can see this guy is just by the tip of the screen. The hero is by the tip of the screen, and I think this one is also very big. So I can come to the H1, also looks very big, right? So I can come and say, all right, the hero that is inside this media, the dot hero, right? Then I can say I want to give it a padding of, let's say, 10 pixels, and then for the H1 in dot hero H1, I can say I'm giving it a font size of what, of, let's say, it was 52 before. I want to reduce this to 48 pixels. You can see it has reduced, and I think it looks more presentable now. If this one is 15, maybe it could be better. All right, but I think I prefer that this one could be 42, right? I think it's better. It looks better now, right? But I think it might be small on other bigger devices. So let's make this one 12, and let's make this one 46. All right, or 48. Yeah. So let me make this one 10 then. All right, so we don't make it to look too small. I think it's fine this way. All right, so I will just check through. If I check this place, I can see that there is a problem on 375, width of 375. So I can come downwards and make an adjustment. Let me make an adjustment by saying at media max width of what, of 375. Now why am I saying max width of 375? Because if you check this place, the padding is not really showing, and it looks like the width is a little bit too much, so we don't have to be scrolling, you know, like this before we see the other parts. So those kind of things won't happen. So let's just work on that part. 375, right? And then we'll just, the only thing I want to adjust here is what, is this guy. So I'll just copy it and paste it here, and then I can adjust the width to what, to let's say 280, and then I say the padding should be 20 top bottom, reduce the 20. It was 30, I'm reducing it to 20, and the left right can remain 35 pixels, and you can see it looks better now. Looks like what we have in there. So if I want to style them differently, I can specify their width and use it to style them. Use it to style them. And you can see that when I was going to style 375 pixel, I had to come below 700 pixel, because this code runs from top to the bottom. So it gets to 700 pixels first. Apply 700 pixel this code to everybody that's are below, to every screen that has their width below 700 pixels. After then, it now comes straight to 375 and apply the code for 375 to those whose maximum width, as I've declared, are less than 375. Just want to believe you understand that. So if I want to do 200 or 100, if there's any width like that, I'm going to do that below this. But if I'm doing 800 or 1000, then I have to come on top. So it is the largest, will be at the top, and the lowest, the lower they go, they will be below. And that is for max width. So I would like you to try this out on your own, and just take time to try it out, and you will see how simple it is. We have touched two major things. We've touched how to use roots, how to use variables, and also how to use media to manipulate or to make your designs mobile responsive. So if you have any comments or any questions, you can do well to put them there on the comment section, and I will be back with the next video. So see you soon guys.